Wow.
Hello and welcome back to another dodgeball video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to throw a cloth dodgeball. Now, cloth is a new ball that's up and coming in a lot of parts around the world, minus Europe, where it's been the standard ball for a while now. And so a lot of people are new to it, they don't know how to throw it, they don't know how to approach it because it is harder to grip. And so today I'm going to show you some of my favorite ways to grip the ball and how I like to throw it. So let's jump right into it. So the first step is how to grip a cloth dodgeball, and that's the key factor for this ball because it is so hard to get a hold of. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways that I like to do it. So starting with my favorite, I put my thumb on the nipple because it gives me the most traction, and then I put the rest of my four fingers spread out evenly on the label. The label, every cloth ball I've ever played with has some sort of label on it, and it has this nice sticky-ish feature with gives you a lot of friction. So it would look like that, and I'm kind of anchoring my thumb under the nipple there so that I have a nice grip, and then I can flick it when I go to release it. Another way I like to do it is using the seams. Sometimes you don't have time during the game to sit there and find the spot you want on the ball, and there's so many seams around the ball that you just have to find a spot with the seams, and you kind of anchor your fingers on the seams and the label. So an example would be like that, where I have two fingers on the seams and my pointer finger on the label. Or you could do the reverse, where you have your pointer finger on a seam, the rest of your fingers on the label. In that case, you can use the nipple to help grip it, or you can just find seams to help instead if you can't find the nipple. Sometimes it's easy to knock this off of the ball. The USA ball that I've been practicing with holds up pretty well, but some of the other balls I've used, it'll start to come loose, so you have to be careful. So that's when I'll just find the seams to use instead. So here's an example of using the seams. And again, I'm usually keeping my fingers evenly spread out so I can get a nice squeeze on the ball, versus like if I'm throwing a curve, like that's not gonna work with cloth. Like I'm already slipping out of it, so you just have to be careful. So now that you have your grip down, we're gonna talk about how to throw it. I'm not gonna do a sidearm throw today, I'm gonna strictly do an overhand throw, but I will do another video later on with the sidearm. So you have your grip and you wanna throw it just like you would throw a fastball. Overhand with as much power as possible, you know, starting with the weight on your back leg and going into it, making sure that you're rotating your hips and bringing your arm forward, and then releasing and following through. So follow through, just like that. Okay, and one last thing to keep in mind with the cloth ball before I kind of run through everything all together is you want to throw it low or outside of your opponent. Usually with like no sting and foam, you can get away with a straight on shot because they are a lot faster and they move a lot more. It's very hard to get movement on this ball, and it's very easy to catch, so it's really important to aim well. And also the fact that there is a rule in WDBF cloth where if your throw is off by a meter, you are out. It's considered an invalid throw, and 1 meter for you US people, that's not that big of a miss, so gotta be careful. But anyways, let's put it all together now. So now I'll do some slow throws, and then we'll have a compilation of at full speed and with some slow motion. So again, back foot and coming forward and following through with my body. So starting on the back foot, leaning forward, and following through. And again, you can see, and maybe you can't based on where the angle is, but I'm purposely trying to get my ball to go low. So back foot, low. Let's do one more. Back foot, low. Just like that. guys enjoyed this video on how to throw an overhand cloth throw. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, drop in the comments any other dodgeball topics you'd like me to cover, and I'll see you guys at the next one.